Alright guys, we're just a minute late here. Just trying to get everything looking a little bit better. I always wait till the last second, of course, to do that. So one more second, we'll get everything all situated. We're going to start out with a personal box that you can see on the screen there of Topps Chrome Update. I ended up finding a whole bunch of them at my Target. So I bought a bunch and I sold them for my cost. I actually lost about $5 after shipping. No big deal though. But one of them is going to break tonight and then ship with some of his other cards, so that's good. Saves a couple dollars on shipping too. One last thing, just posting the video link out there and then we're all set. Okay. John, you're here. Cool. I was running a minute behind anyway. 3 minutes behind, so it all works out. Except right now, my dogs are just going to start going nuts barking. Okay. Unfortunately, right now is when everyone is walking their dogs. And what that means is my dogs are going to start barking out there. I noticed the audio was kind of horrible last time too, so I'm going to try and adjust that a little bit. So let me know if the audio sounds really horrible. And I tried to enlarge the chat a little bit as well so you can see it. I realized I couldn't even read the chat at all. Okay. So I see John, I see Justin. Welcome, Justin. 1 in 40 odds. I'll show you what I pulled. So when I bought these boxes, I kept 2 for myself. And then I opened those 2 and then made the rest available for anyone who wanted them at pretty much cost plus a couple dollars to cover my expenses. But here's what I pulled. So I'm not going to go through all these, but these are the base cards that I pulled. Stack is that size. That's 2 boxes. And then these are everything else, typically about 1 of these per card, or per pack, rather. So I got purple variation color. There's nothing seriously amazing in here. Some pretty good names in the 150s. Some family business. And then another refractor. So nothing too crazy. But I also did see a Vladimir to 99, I think. Vladdy Jr. out of someone else's box, so that's cool. Anyway, let's dive right in. This is the one I set aside for John. All the rest are gone. They went, actually, I think they sold in about less than an hour or so, which is great. One of my worries was I spent a bunch of money on all these boxes and then I'm sitting on them. And I didn't want to do that, especially when I'm not trying to make any money on them. Anyway, so good luck, John. Hopefully we'll pull some fire out of here. Sorry I started everything a little early, guys. I know Ben's breaking tonight at 7. And I know it's triple threads. And I'll be honest, I might bail on my show too to go check that out. So if I was in any of those breaks, I am in a couple of them. Or one of them anyway. So I do want to get all this done before 7 o'clock. That's why I started a little early. So there's 7 packs here. There should be 7. Yep. 7 packs total. And on average you get like one, I'll call it a pack hit, but what I'm talking about is inserts and stuff like that, and they're always on the back, so it's kind of a spoiler. You got a Mike Yastrzemski. Anyway, so I'll go through these a little slower because there's not a whole lot, but that one is a refractor to 250, 79 out of 250. Pack 2. Ooh. We're going to have to talk about this card, John. Because I don't want to ship it to you. I want to give you something else for it. So let's talk about what you might want for that. Nolan Ryan, 150. 150 years, greatest moments, Nolan Ryan. That's pretty cool. I have the non-chrome of that. Yeah, that Yaz is pretty decent. You have an Eloy on the back. So what I don't know is if every pack is going to have something, and this is maybe I don't think it's photo variation or anything like that, but we'll set it aside anyway. John, let's talk. I'll figure out what I can send you for it. Puig, Kershaw. Then you got your family business, Cecil Fielder. Not numbered or anything. I think we're going to be right on time to start. Goodwin Champions around 5:45. There's another one that doesn't appear to be anything special. Unless it's a photo variation or something like that. I don't have my magnifying glass in front of me. But I'll take a look before I ship anything to and make sure. If it's something like that, I'll make sure it's in a top loader for sure. There's your Pete Alonso. Set that one aside too. And then Jackie Robinson, greatest moments. These are good looking cards, these chrome. I really like them. I kind of wished I had gotten more than just the 2 boxes. They actually had 2-pack hangers. Like just soft, you know, the clear hanger with 2 packs in it. They had those, and but they were $10 a piece, and these are 7 packs for $20. So I'm not really sure how many cards are in the 2 packs though. I didn't look at that. There's Tatis Jr. And then the last card is Ketel Marte. So that's pretty cool. You got Alonso, Tatis Jr. Let's just go through these real quick. Some of these I'm not sure if it's anything meaningful. It's not like a refractor or anything, but Tatis Jr., Jackie Robinson, greatest moments, Pete Alonso, Lane Thomas. I don't know if there's something about that card, but I just set it aside. Cecil Fielder, family business, Eloy, rookie debut, Nolan Ryan, which I'm going to steal for you, and we'll figure that out from you. And then Mike Yastrzemski. I struggle with that name. Anyway, those are your cards, John. I will set them aside. Let me do it properly now. We'll just take 1 second. I don't want to run any risk of putting them next to my cards and then not remembering which is which, but okay. I got those set aside. And we'll dive in. Hi, puppy. We'll dive into Goodwin Champions now. A couple minutes earlier than I expected, but hangers have 3 packs of 4 cards, 2-card pack of pink parallel. So I know there's usually I'm used to seeing the hanger boxes, right, that look like this. Ow. These hanger boxes. I'm used to seeing those, right? And those I might think that there would be 3-packs. What I saw, I thought what I saw was just 2 packs in it. But maybe I'll have to go back to Target and check it out. I might have to buy one in the name of science. Yeah, we'll say science. Oh, cool. You did manage to get some hangers, too. I just sent out everyone else's boxes today. And so hopefully they'll be showing up pretty quick. And we'll see people open those up. And I'd love to see, hopefully there's something really awesome in one of those boxes. Or more than one. Anyway, so here's the next thing. It took a little bit to get this full, but thankfully we got this full thanks to Nick, who should be, I think, jumping on any minute now. Nick actually has a bunch of spots in this. So I'll start opening the boxes up, and then I'll start opening the packs in a minute here. But we got four boxes to open here. We should be able to do that in less than an hour and 15 minutes. And hopefully we're going to see some fire come out of Ben's camp in the Midwest Box Breaks stream with all that triple threads action. I'm in one of the triple threads tonight and some gold label, which I don't suspect is going to happen tonight over there. Just in the interest of time, I don't think he's probably going to do that. Anyway, I'm just going to set these aside. So there's, well, you can't really see them. There's box 1. So, Justin, the hanger that you got, was it like I described, or was it a box? Was it a hanger box? Or like a semi-clear pack with packs that you could see through? Okay, we'll catch you later. I don't know why I'm opening it that way. It's easier over the top. Catch up with you later, Justin. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I mistook it. I could have sworn it said it had only 2 packs in it. In that case, that's not a bad deal. I'll have to go back. Pick up, 1 or 15 of those. This will make the rest of the break go a little faster anyway. Some of these boxes are a lot of cardboard, and then there's some pack in there, some cards. It's kind of like when you buy a bag of chips at the store, and you have, it's all puffed up, and you open up the bag of chips, and there's half a bag of chips in there. Hey, those 2 pink cards would be worth going that route for the chrome. I do like that you can get those variations in retail, and they're not in hobby. I mean, I like it and I don't like it because I normally buy hobby, but it's nice to have something special in the retail too. A little additional incentive to go buy the retail. All right, here we go. 4 boxes. It's a lot of packs of cards. I meant to flip them all over, because it'll be faster once we get into it. In the back here, I got Minuteman Scott's beer cozy he sent. Okay, I'll get started. I think Nick's going to be here any second, so we'll get started. I'll just catch him up if anything comes up. I really hope that we pull a Tiger Woods out of this because he closed it out with the golf spot. So there's a Francis Tiafoe tennis memorabilia. Is autofocus back on? I'm going to be mad if autofocus is back on. Huh. Alright, well, I'll have to figure that out. And I will sleeve these up when we're all done. So watch out for some of those autos too. They might be hard to see. Zheng Du. Hoping that's how you pronounce that. Suddenly I'm getting a whole lot of messages at work. But hopefully it's nothing critical. There's Francis Tiafoe Goudy. Actually, put these over here, it'll be easier to reach. We've got a mini. They always slide around in there. Max Weinberg mini. I have to try and remember to grab all the packs from the one stack first so I can remember I'm on the first box. Because there's supposed to be 7 minis in a box. What was the average? Forget the average. I think it's like 2 hits per box. But that includes like renticulars and... Anyway, Jessie Graff and her abs. Filler card. I bought a whole bunch of teams in triple threads. There's an Andre Silva. In the triple threads 3-box number 2 that Ben's doing. And I'm really hoping one of those results in some fire. Kayla Day. And now I'm going to have to go tomorrow. I'm going to try and ship everything out tomorrow. Everything I haven't shipped yet. Oh, there's Michael Jordan. Goudy. So now I'm going to have to go tomorrow and pick up one of those hangers. Topps Chrome Update hanger packs. Maybe more than one. We'll see. Oh, that's not bad. So there's our first autograph. It's Phil Pritchard. Nice hockey auto. Well, my camera's being a little bit of a jerk today, but anyway, that's a nice hockey auto hit. You know what? I forgot something too. I was just going to look and see who had hockey, and then I realized that I don't have the list up. That's what happens when I try and hurry a little bit. So let's get that list. Okay, there we go. Cool. All right, so we have a jersey and an auto so far. Not a bad start. We haven't gotten through one box yet. The renticulars are pretty cool, but I didn't want to have all the hits be like renticulars and park cards, because they can be valuable, but they're not. Some of them can be valuable, some aren't. There's a Jesse Graff Gaudy Mini. John, are you in? I can't remember if you're in any of the triple threads. There's a LeBron base. Shalina Zadorsky for soccer. Splash of color. Serena base. Some good base in that pack. I'll let him know if he doesn't see that in the chat. Except all the draft breaks, yeah. Marco Andretti mini. Base mini. Yeah, I really hope that Triple Threads has a lot of fire in it. I'm excited for Triple Threads. I'm not excited that I'm not breaking any. But I'm glad that Ben is, like, when I saw he was going to be breaking some, I figured he'll have an easier time filling it. I'll let him break it, and I'll just buy into some of the breaks maybe so I can get a few. Zana Musa, basketball, Gaudy. There's a Serena Williams base mini, Michael Jordan base, Wayne Gretzky base. Another decent pack for base cards. Patrick Roy, splash of color. I don't think we're supposed to have any more, because I did pull those hits from this stack from the first box. So I don't think we'll have any more hits. We do have another LeBron base, Harris English, Mini Gaudy, Tiger Woods base, Phil Pritchard base. Some of the breaks are not as exciting to watch. Triple threads are pretty exciting to watch. Because even the cards that aren't worth a lot still look pretty serious sometimes. Kayla Day mini base. See, a couple more people joined. Yuliu, splash color. So we're just ripping these 4 boxes. I have them all open already. There's 1 almost done, 2, 3, and 4 boxes of Goodwin Champions. And at the start of this, I wonder what that is. The start of this, we did a personal box for John. There's a Whippet. Okay, that's pretty cool. What number is this? 160. I think this is going to be one of the slightly more rare ones. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look that one up. So that's cool. I guess that's the 3rd hit so far, and I didn't think we were pulling from any of the other boxes yet. And there's last pack in that box has a Lumberjacks, Michaela Mayer. So that's pretty cool. Put that, I don't want to put that with the dog. I'll put that right there. All right, we're going to box 2. I need some help opening box 2. At least the first pack. Ben Simmons, splash of color for basketball. Oh yeah, and I guess I should go back and say who these are for now that I got the list up. I'm all over the place today. Phil Pritchard, I'm a little tired. I was up way too late last night. Phil Pritchard for hockey is going to be going to... Who has hockey? Baseball and hockey were combined because baseball doesn't actually hit any card, even base, unless you hit an Ohtani auto. So I combined them this time. So that's for Aaron, the Phil Pritchard auto. The Francis TFO jersey is tennis, so that's under other sport, and that's going to Nick, I believe. Yep. And then this wood is boxing. And MMA boxing got picked up by Matt. And then the whippet is going under, I believe dogs are under everything else. So that would be Kristen's. Is that right? Yep. Pretty sure. Pretty sure dogs go under everything else category. So that's Kristen's. Grammar Hall and a Michael Jordan base. There's a mini of Kai Green, and that's labeled bodybuilding, which is other sport. Jacob Ardown for hockey. I always think he's like, it's going to say country singer or something, and then I look at it, it says hockey. Filler card. Serena Williams for tennis. So whether you're watching live or watching later, feel free to comment or put something in chat. How do you feel about like when people open the packs like this, they grab it, pinch? I always feel like it's gonna harm the corners of the card, but probably not gonna do anything worth noticing unless you're grading them. And even then, it may not do any harm. There's a Roberto Mancino skydiving, so that's other sport. My work chat is blowing up. We got what feels like a lumberjack. Yeah. Another lumberjack card. This is Aaron Pico. So it's going to be martial arts. MMA. Boxing MMA, I believe. Which is Matt B. There's another autograph. Who do you think it is? Kyle Troop. We hit the Kyle Troop mother load last time we opened these. I think there are multiple, like 2 or 3 relics at least. This is going to be other sport, so that's going to Nick, the Kyle Troop auto. But there was a lot of different Kyle Troop. I think there was his base, a mini, Goodwin mini, 2 or 3 different jerseys. I think the one thing that wasn't hit was the auto. And I can't remember if Nick got those last time too. Feels thick. I usually say that and it means there's nothing in it, but no, that's not true this time. So 2 in a row. We got an autograph, and then looks like Parks. So there you go. So Nick, John would be potentially interested in that. This is a World Traveler map relic. of Prague in the Czech Republic. That's cool. It's not numbered. Some of them are numbered on the back. This one's W. If you want to look it up, WT124 is my voice cracks. This one feels thick too, but that you can't have 3 hits in a row. Probably has a filler card in it. Oh, I lied. There's 3 hits in this. Okay, so far these boxes have more hits than I remember us getting last time or being advertised. So that one's pretty cool. Aaron Pico for mixed martial arts, and that's going to MMA boxing. That goes to Matt B. We're going to have to count up the hits when we're done because I don't know if Goodwin Champions had hot boxes. That's a filler card. Finally. Finally a pack without a hit. There's Michael Jordan in the back, though. Shalina Zadorsky Gowdy. Filler card. You can use your imagination to make it a hit. I forget who did that. Someone, did they send it to? I think they sent it to Ben. Drew in a card like that and made their own. Anyway, there's a Makuakai Rothman surfing mini Gowdy. Time check, it's 6:03. We're going to be done well before 7 at this point. Kyle Troop base to go with the auto. English Gardner. Hey Nick, if you're watching, say something in chat so I can see that you're here. And then also let me know if you caught anything, because then I'll just recap what you haven't caught. Must be running a little late. Andre Silva, soccer, mini. I have these, you can get penny sleeves and top loaders that are the perfect size for these minis. They're I guess they're labeled T206 size. I think Ultra Pro makes them maybe. Anyway, I had a bunch of those, but you go through them really quick, and they're not as cheap as regular top loaders because people don't buy them in bulk. But with something like this, you go through them really quick, and you wish you could buy them in bulk cheaper, but Matthias Dandois. Is that how you say it? Dandois. Anyway, so I just use regular ones now, but if you're just buying a box of this, you could get a bunch of sleeves and top loaders for all your minis. Shan Shan Feng for golf mini. Closing in on the end of the box too. See some color. There's Aaron Pico. Splash of color. Some packs feel really thin and some packs feel really thick. This one feels really thin just because it doesn't have a filler or anything else in it. Aaron Pico base. Mark Coleman, MMA. Mark Coleman base. And then we got BMX, Matthias Dandois mini. There's the non-mini. Harris English, splash of color. Wayne Gretzky base. Alright, these are kind of leaning. There we go. Alright, so this will be box 3 and box 4. Max Weinberg Gowdy. Guess I could show the card. filler. I love these cards. I would love to buy more boxes for myself. And these aren't super expensive either, which is why some of the spots were real cheap. Nico Landros, hockey, with his tiny legs. Whatever the Photoshop job they did on that was. Let's say subpar. I think subpar is a good way to say that. Made his legs look like, I don't know, just super thin. Michaela Mayer, MMA, right? Or boxing. It all goes to the same spot. Jacob Ardown and Ollie Postinen. It's a two-player hockey card. Serena Williams. You do get a lot of cool base of some decent people. In terms of, sure, a lot of these people are decent, but I mean in terms of being able to resell the cards or anything like that. There's a Zheng Dao. I just have to take a good look at the name so I can try and pronounce it appropriately. Ryan Blaney, auto racing. Michael Jordan base. If you end up with basketball, you'll get, I think, 2 or 3 different Michael Jordan base cards, and then, you know, you might hit all 3 out of a box, and then out of 4 boxes, you're gonna hit multiples of those. Probably 3 or 4 of each. Gowdy Ryan Harrison for tennis. Filler card. Where did I grab that from? Every single pack rips that way. It's like a really weird rip pattern, at least when I'm doing it. Jose Santos, jockey, Gowdy. Here's another map card. At least I think that's what it is. No, I was wrong. It's a dog. Speaking of dogs. Okay, one of them's behind me being quiet. The other one's probably on the couch being quiet. This is a Scottish Terrier. Cute little guy. Nick, you made it. This Scottish Terrier is 131. So it'll be for Kristen. Nick, did you see John's comment above? Here we go again. Two in a row. 2 hits in a row. And then Tiger Woods, Phil Pritchard, Mackenzie Dern base. So this is Yuliu for golf, which you picked up at the last minute, Nick. So that one's yours. You also hit a map card. World Traveler map. Which John said he would want to talk to you about. And then for other sports, you got that familiar guy. And a tennis jersey. Trying to be real careful with a couple of these I haven't sleeved up yet. And then hockey's Aaron. That was our first pull, Phil Pritchard. Anyway, we'll set these aside and keep going. we're in box 3 right now. So this is the second half of box 3. And then box 4 is these 2 stacks here. And I thought we were getting... I don't know if my memory's just shot or what. I mean, I know it is, but I could have sworn we were supposed to get two hits per box. Oh, it does say 3 hits per box. Okay, so it is my memory. I was going to say we've been getting more than I expected. Shan Shan Feng, splash color for golf. More Kyle Troop. That guy's everywhere. Ben Simmons for basketball. We haven't hit any music stuff other than some bass like that for our buddy Ben Smith. There's a Gretzky mini for Aaron. Yeah, they count the renticulars as hits, but we haven't hit any of those. We've been hitting dogs, and we hit 1 map, 2 dogs. Everything else is jerseys and autos. And lumberjacks, which I consider lumberjacks a hit, because I think they're about 1 a box. Ollie Postman. Splash of color for hockey. Filler card. I would like to see another renticular card. These do not want to come out this way. Let's do it the other way then. Tia Blanco doubled up in this pack for surfing. That's the Gaudi and the base. What are you hoping for out of this one, Nick? This one has a filler in it. Blaney, James, Tiger Woods, filler card. There's a lumberjack. Lumberjacks card of Ben Simmons for basketball. Let's finish off the 3rd box. Space Relics. Tiger Woods auto would be sweet. Especially if it was a splash of color. This is different. Genuine Heroes. There's some pretty good base in there too. Jennifer Maddox. It's not numbered or anything. I haven't seen one of these. Police Officer. So the heroes go, that's for you, Nick. That's under Space, Heroes, and Aviation. For a second I was wondering if that was going to be under Politics, but it's not. Jennifer Maddox. That's cool. I'm not familiar with her, but I like that they do that with police officers and firefighters and people who served in airborne infantries and stuff like that. I have a few of those. So that's pretty cool. Sorry about the focus. I'm not really sure what's going on with the camera today. It may have gone back to autofocus and it's just not doing a good job of it. Or I have to hold them all back here. Anyway, that's pretty cool. And then we have a mini of Lindsay Weaver. I don't know golf. I have to like squint to try and read it. You can't read it all because it's out of focus. And then we'll finish off box 3 with could have said it slower, with Roberto Mancino splash of color. All right, let's go to box 4. So we have to remember that Jennifer Maddox auto was the last thing in 3. Oh, the Bill Dickey. I like it. I like looking at it. That's why I have it out. And it's, the thing is, fortunately and unfortunately, it's a hard thing to, if you can't see what he's talking about back here, it's a hard thing to put in one of my storage boxes. So it just sits out here so I can look at it. English Gardner for track and field. How's it going, John? Bracken, I should specify since we have a couple Johns. Sofia Huerta for soccer mini. It is a really nice auto. It was a really incredibly hard choice in that hit draft to take that or something else that I could sell. But in the end, I'm glad I got that because I like looking at it. Andre Silva. And if you ever want to look at it, just tune into a break and it'll be in the background. And I'll try and get the camera to play nice. Actually, the camera seems to be focusing decently on this stuff in the back. George Bryan IV. Mini Gowdy. That's for golf. All right, where's our Tiger Woods auto or our space shuttle piece? Although we did get a space shuttle piece last time. And a hell of a piece it was, too. Ashley Wagner mini. And what does she do? Figure skating. Surprised I can read that. LeBron base. Jalen Kauf for skiing. Gretzky base. No hits yet. Another Jordan base. There might be more Jordan base than I was talking about in here. Gowdy Shen Feng for golf. Beautiful filler card. 1 of 1. I mean, that's the only one of that exact one that I just threw. I know, I'm terribly exciting. Drop the cards, but none of them are harmed. So I just won't do that again. Max Weinberg for music, Mini Gowdy. His little logo at the bottom. So I noticed all the Tiger Woods cards have the Tiger Woods Foundation logo on them, which must be part of his contract. Like every card with his name or likeness has to have a Tiger Woods logo on it. And I think it has on the front too. Nope, it's not. It's just on the back. Anyway, this one has a Lindsay Weaver for golf splash color. But I bring that up, that Tiger Woods logo, because I see it on the back, and a couple of times it's caught me, and I thought it was like a 1 of 1. I thought it said 1 of 1 at a quick glance. There's a nice Michael Jordan splash of color for basketball for Matt. Oh, here we go. Someone might be walking their dog. You'll know if he goes completely crazy, my dog. This is a Max Weinberg rocking on the drums for music. Ben's going to be up to his ears in Max Weinberg cards. That looks like it's got a filler in it. Mame Biney, speed skating, filler card. My dog. He's such a good guard dog. If anyone gets anywhere near our zip code, he'll bark at them. Jalen Kauf, Gowdy, for skiing. So that's other sports for Nick. This one's feels kind of thick, but it's just a filler card. I'm glad they do that, I guess, because it kind of thwarts pack searchers. Michaela Mayer for boxing, Gowdy. It's one for the pack searchers. Ooh. Lumberjack jumper. Bunch of base. And then our lumberjack is George Bryan IV for golf. Putting the lumberjacks aside because they're one a box. At least that's the average I've seen. Out of our 4 boxes, we have 4 lumberjacks. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen one of these. See, renticular splash of color. So these I think were pretty rare. I don't remember what the odds are on them. It's not numbered or anything. Glossy back, LSLG. It's English Gardener. What's the God, these are so hard to read. I'm looking for renticulars. Relics. Blah, 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 blah. Canines. I don't think this gives all the odds on here. Autograph Gowdy. Splash of color 1 and 4. Where's renticular? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Oh, lenticular. First of all, I've been saying it wrong for 20 minutes. It's combined odds 3 and 20. Anyway, that's pretty cool. That one is track and field, so that's other sports. Our man Nick. It's a cool hit. I'm sure it's pretty rare. I just don't know what the actual odds are on that. We have another puppy card. My dog out here barked this one right into existence. This is a terrier, Kerry Blue Terrier. So we have another terrier. Maybe if I back it up, you can see it a little better. What tier is the lenticular? It doesn't. You can tell the tier by the number on it. It's LS-EG. So if you look on Beckett's guide, it'll tell you what tier each of these are in. It tells you the tier odds at the top of the section, and then it lists all the cards, and then it lists the tier name next to the card. This one's CC 119 for the Canine Companions. So Kristen's hit a few Canine Companions already. Hopefully one of those is rare, unless she's collecting them, or even if she is collecting them. Oh, all right. Super cool. J-Apt memorabilia. If you don't want this, Nick, you and I can talk, and we'll figure out what you want for it, because I would take it if you don't want it. I won't take it away from you if you do want it. That's super cool. In a second here, we'll go back. I'll pull up the list and we can see what the odds are on some of these. Wesley Bryan Golf. That is a nice hit. It would be awesome if it was autographed too, but that's pretty cool memorabilia. We're going to have to look. Some of these sets don't say what it comes from, and this probably won't either. It would be cool if it said it was from like Space Worn, Space Suit or something, but I'm seriously doubting it. Michaela Mayer for boxing. Mini was the last one. Okay, so we need to sleeve some of these up. Got my Ultra Pro thick sleeves. I'm going to have to pull a bunch of these out. He'll do probably fit in a 75 if I didn't have him in a fat sleeve. All right, see you, John. I'm going to sleeve some of these and recap them. There's J Apt. I'll have to hold it back a little bit. J Apt memorabilia, and on the back it says you received trading card with J Apt worn memorabilia. The memorabilia has been certified to us as having been worn by J Apt. We hope you enjoy it. Okay, so it could be his pajamas. Could be part of a sweaty tracksuit. It could be, but is super unlikely to be space worn. Maybe impossible to be space worn, actually. With, you know, some government regulations, they're pretty strict about things coming back from space and contaminating the rest of the world and all sorts of things like that. There's 130s. There we go, 180. Put them up front because I knew I would use them. There's our canine companion for Kristen. Kerry Blue Terrier. With a tight fit, that lenticular, it's going to need a 75 at least. That lenticular, or as some people mistakenly call it, renticular. I don't know why I said that a lot to myself, and maybe in one of the other breaks too. Anyway, I want you to be able to focus in on it. It's super reflective now. Sorry. LS-EG. And then the police officer from Chicago. Really cool looking card. I like that. Good looking autograph too. Not like a lot of today's baseball players. That's how you autograph a card. Or anything. Versus the chicken scratch autographs. You can't tell if it even starts with a J or a Q or a P or a duck. 180. Another dog. Whippet. Sorry, this recap's taking forever because I got to sleeve stuff now. Pretty cool Whippet. Remember the first time I heard about a Whippet, I said, there's a dog called a Whippet? That's strange. Thought it was a funny name. Kind of distinguished looking dogs. No offense, guys. You didn't hear that, right? My dogs are cute. Scottish Terrier. To go with the Terrier group. So we got 2 terriers. And that was for Kristen. Oh, that's definitely gonna need a bigger sleeve. At least we got a couple of decent things in here. At least in terms of the first auto we pulled, the J Apt memorabilia. That's a hit to me. I mean, more than a hit. That's a good hit. Aaron Pico. It's a pretty decent hit for MMA. This map, I have no idea. We're going to have to look it up. I will look up the tiers on a couple of these things. We'll pull up the browser and do it together once I'm done sleeving and recapping real quick. Here's that World Traveler map. It is of Prague. I have never been, but I do know someone who went out to Prague when she was younger and taught English there for a little while. I think she was out there a year or two. Francis Tifo. I think I actually have one of these as well. For tennis. So it's other sports going to Nick. Kyle Troop. To go with all those Kyle Troop memorabilia cards from one of the last breaks. Really need to fix my camera so I don't have to put the card 15 feet away to get it to focus. And then we got a nope, that's not going to be a 180. Yu Liu. Some of these, it actually says in the checklist if it's going to be a shirt or something. I'm not sure how they know if it doesn't say on the back. Because the back just says memorabilia, but the checklist actually says if it's a shirt or pants or whatever. And then Phil Pritchard. That was our first hit, the Phil Pritchard auto for Aaron for hockey. And then we've got these four, which I'll sleeve up real quick. Actually, I will set these aside. The Lumberjacks, George Bryan IV, because they're kind of a pain to sleeve, and I want to take my time. Ben Simmons, Lumberjack for basketball. The last one was golf. Aaron Pico, so we got the Aaron Pico memorabilia and Lumberjack for boxing / MMA. And then Michaela Mayer, the Gowdy Lumberjack for boxing. So, not too bad for the boxing group. All right, so yeah, you got the whole set from the bowler. So let's pull some of these up that we want to look up. There's a map. Some of those might not be worth the time to look up right now. Maybe we'll do them last. I want to do this at the end so I'm not keeping anyone who isn't interested in this. You can just turn the video off. Definitely want to look up these and the dogs. So let's pull up the web browser. And web browser. What's in my web browser? Nothing embarrassing, but a chat screen. I think I have this bookmarked. There you are. All right, let's throw the web browser on the screen. There it is. And the spots list, I don't think we need up right now. Let's hide that. Oh, you can't see it yet until I do this. That. Okay. Oh, it didn't go to it. What? I hate when that happens. Oh, I'm trying to click on the URL bar in my video streaming window. That's never going to work. All right, let's pull up this checklist and take a look real quick. Since it's only 6:30, we got a little bit of time. I don't know why my bookmark... Beckett sometimes changes their URL. I bookmark the checklist, and then they change the URL, and I don't know why they do that to me. It's kind of rude. Especially since I bookmarked it like a month or two ago, and this is 2018 product. I don't know what really they think changed in the last couple months, but there we go. I think it's actually their URL algorithm that reads the URL. I think it just fails sometimes. I think my URL is probably fine. Anyway, some of these maps would be incredible to have, but I forget which dogs. Some of these dogs go for $100. Updates. Inserts. What do we have in inserts? We have The art. Here's the dogs. So we'll start with the dogs. So you can't really see it too much, but we'll go in order of number. We have 131, 119, and 160. So we'll start with 119. Does it say? Yeah. So this is by number, right? 119 is in tier 1, 1 in 86 packs, not super rare. 131 is in that same group, and then 160 is in the next tier. At the end of the next tier, that's 1 in 267 packs for the Whippet. The Whippet's 1 in 267 packs, so that was decent. Decent hit. What else? Where are these just gaudy art? Here is, are these the lenticular? Yeah. Splash of color lenticular. So we had a splash of color lenticular English Gardener. Tier 1 is 1 in well, it says 1 in 160, but then tier 1 is 1 in 195, and I don't see anything that's lower odds, so I don't know where they get 160 from, but anyway, LSEG is probably tier 1, yeah. It's right there. Tier 1 is 1 in 195 packs. Yeah, we didn't even hit any of these. Oops. Went past it. Okay, so that's under inserts, and then for memorabilia, there's our boy Troop. So you have Sport Royalty. None of these are the Sport Royalty or the doubles. So these are just regular memorabilia. They're depending on the group. So we can take a peek at these real quick. We have YL, FT, and AP. So AP is the first on the list, Aaron Pico. That's a shirt from Aaron Pico, and he's in the E group, which is 1 in 40 packs. FT is TFO. That's a shirt for tennis. And that's a D. Did I see D? FT is D group. D group is 1 in 137 packs. So that's a little bit rare. And then YL. YL is E group, so 1 in 80. 1 in 40, I mean. So that's those. And then this J Apt is probably in the same group, I believe. I mean, a rare group. He's in the D group. And it is a shirt. Says it's from a white shirt. And it's 1 in 137 odds of getting any of those group. The genuine heroes, I don't even know. Let's find our autos. I was curious, what about the shuttle orbiter housing cover? Is that what the redemption was? That's a group A, 1 in 29,000 packs. That's what we pulled last time. Right? Yeah, the housing cover, I believe, is what we pulled. I believe that's what the redemption was for, was the housing cover. And that's 1 in 29,000 packs. That was an incredible pull. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that. Let's look at the parks real quick. There's the one park for Prague. Where are you, Prague? Mount Rainier, Grand Canyon. Oh, that's national. We're looking for World Traveler. World Traveler map list. And this is 124. 124 Prague, Czech Republic is Group J. So the rarity on that map is 1 in 324 packs. Not too bad. And then we have the heroes and a couple of autos. The heroes were not in here, I don't think. Oh, wait, what is this? Jumbo. Oh, I have to go to the whole autograph section is why. Yeah, some of the odds on some of the hits that we got are insane. I wish I had more of this stuff to pull. So, Goodwin Champions autograph checklist. We can look at those real quick since it's only 2 cards and we've looked at everything else already. Phil Pritchard and Kyle Troop. I bet Kyle Troop's like 1 in 1 pack. There's so many Kyle Troops in this stuff. Hi, honey. The video's not pointing that way. You don't have to duck. Kyle Troop is, everyone heard me say that too, so haha. Kyle Troop is Group H. Again, 1 in 236. Wow, I guess that's rarer than I thought. And then Phil Pritchard is also Group H. 1 in 236 packs. So we got some rarer pulls, I guess, in this stuff. There are... Just to put this in perspective, there were a total of 80 packs. There were 80 packs total in this break. Right? 20 per box times 4 boxes. So that's pretty insane. Anyway, let's find this Heroes one. There's not a lot of Heroes cards in here. And this was... Who do we have? JM. Jennifer Maddox. Oh, and they're all the same group. 1 in 320. It's pretty cool. Okay. That's about it. So, I would be making a mistake if I did not mention all this other stuff back here. Thanks to Minuteman for sending me the hockey packs and stuff. I got a couple cool cards out of that too. So in the back here, you can hardly see it behind some of the stuff, but we have Topps Heritage. There are 3, 6, 9, 11 boxes there. There's a Tier 1 box. So these 11 boxes make up 6 boxes for a 6-box break, 3 for a 3-box, and then 2 more that go in a 7-box break. And the 7-box mixer has also this Tier 1 over here. Oh, you can't see my mouse, but over on the right there's a box of Tier 1 over here. And then Archives, which is also in the 7-box. And then 3 of these Topps Update are in the 7-box mixer. And then that leaves us 5 Topps Update, which means 3 of them are in a 3-box random, which has yet to fill. And 2 of them are available for sale. And all of that can be handled on the website. So if you go to Card-Warehouse, as you see at the top up here, go to card-warehouse.com and you can pick up spots or pick up a box of update or whatever. So anyway, thanks for watching. It's getting close to time to check out Triple Threads if you're watching live. For those not watching live, go check out the replay of the Triple Threads breaks at the Midwest Box Breaks is doing. And I don't know if Rippin' Gypsy's doing anything tonight. I think they're ripping Thursday. So I think they're ripping tomorrow night, not tonight. But all right, catch you guys later.